Good morning. Today we'll discuss the next poem in our syllabi, that is Light Shining Out of Darkness by William Cooper. So the poem Light Shining Out of Darkness was written by Cooper in 1774, and it was in 26 letters on religious subjects to which he added this poem. Later, the hymn was again collected in Olney Hymns in 1779, a text which featured hymns by both Cooper and Newton. In addition to being a hymn, the text could also be called as a lyric poem. Hymn is a sort of prayer which has some religious tones. Since the poem focuses on the thoughts and emotions of the speaker, it also can be called a lyric poem. Cooper's text came during the neoclassical period of literature and during what is known as the Enlightenment age or the Enlightenment era. Though it was produced while advancements in science, technology and understanding was rapidly gaining place in the society, or the society was progressing, Cooper here advocates for the steadfast faith in the Lord over seeking ultimate knowledge. Throughout his life, Cooper experienced various forms of suffering, from his broken heart, his mental illness, and to religious melancholy. These struggles are often seen or captured within Cooper's hymn as he mixes contrasting images of good and bad, bitter and sweet, to show that though God's ways may be shrouded in obscurity, but all that is needed is patience and trust that all will be revealed in the end, or all will be good in the end. So, when we talk about the poem, when we come to the poem, the text goes like this: God moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform. He plants his footsteps in the sea and rides upon the storm. Deep in unfathomable minds of never failing skill, he treasures up his bright designs and works his sovereign will. Ye fearful saints, fresh courage take, the clouds ye so much dread are big with mercy and shall break in blessings on your head. Judge not the Lord by feeble sense, but trust him for his grace. Behind a frowning providence he hides a smiling face. His purposes will ripen fast, unfolding every hour. The bud may have a bitter taste, but sweet will be the flower. Blind unbelief is sure to err and scan his work in vain. God is his own interpreter, and he will make it plain. So, when we read the poem, we see that Cooper opens his poem or his hymn by acknowledging the mysterious ways in which God works, and how often God's intentions are left hidden from the human eye. Means his wonders, he plants his, the first opening line says all this, that though his ways may be mysterious, but we all know that he is thinking something good about us. So the poem is a sort of assurance. Here Cooper assures his audience or the readers that while God's plans may be initially look dark and ominous, but their nature is truly benevolent and merciful. And after the first two stanzas discussing the incomprehensible nature of God's cosmic design, Cooper moves on to a direct address to his audience. God's faithful servants, who he thinks that the audience is God's faithful servants. So he encourages them to have faith and courage in the Lord rather than fear what they cannot see. Instead of trying to read meaning into everything ordained or created by God, to try and put them all together as if it is a divine puzzle. So Cooper encourages the reader to have patience, because their patience will pay. They'll come to know the real intention of God. At the end of the poem, Cooper is trying to assure the reader that God will make everything clear or everything better in his life. All purposes will be made evident and aligned with the outcomes God intended all the time. So it is in vain to try or interpret the Lord's actions and creations, as the only true interpreter of his actions is God himself. We cannot look into or see into the eyes of God, as he only knows what he is planning for us. So the poem shows that it is totally religious. It teaches us to have faith in God, to have patience, to think that God has or God is always there blessing us, though he may not seem, or though sometimes it may seem that he is not that benevolent, or he is not giving us what we want, or he is not blessing us. But all the actions of God may seem to be disguised, but actually, if we have patience or if we think patiently, ultimately we will come to know that God is very benevolent. He always tries to mend things in our lives, and he is the only interpreter who can interpret the actions that are happening in our life. Thank you.